Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on 1996 Ford Mustang GT. We're going to be doing sway bar links and sway bar bushings. So enough talking, man, let's get to work. And just to make it clear, yes guys, I have on the same exact outfit that was in the Camaro video because that is the same exact day. I'm working on the Camaro, which is right there, and I'm working on the Mustang, which is right there. So just wanted to clarify that, you guys. I am in the same clothes because of that reason. I shot 2 videos in one day. But enough talking. Let's get to the bolts we're gonna need to get this job done. Alright guys, so these are the parts that I'm talking about. These are the sway bar links, and these are the bushings for the sway bar. So we're gonna be taking these bolts here, one, 2, and most likely be using some vice grips or something to grip this and bolt these 2 out. So let's get started. The size we're going to be using for the sway bar bushings is a 15. I don't know why this rubber piece is in the way. Sorry about the camera, guys, but all right, next bolt. There we go. All right, guys, we had to wrestle with this one a little bit. Here's the bushing. It's pretty bad, so I'm gonna force the new one back in there. And then we're going to move on to the sway bar link. And you're just going to do the same process. You can loosen these or take them all the way out. This one is spinning, so we couldn't take it all the way out. This one came all the way out. So we just pried this down and got it out that way. Just pushed it out. You can push it or pull it out. But now we're going to lube this up a little bit and slide the new one in there. Okay guys, change of plans. We are going to have to take the sway bar link off and then force this to slide over because it's usually a slit in here that you can sandwich it open, but these are completely closed. I tried to open them already. Sprayed them down with PB Blaster to make it a little bit slippery, you know, little lube to slide it on there, but first, I'm going to have to take the sway bar link off, so we'll get to doing that. And then after we get that off, we'll slide this on right into there. Alright guys, for this one, we're going to need 2 15s. One for the top of the sway bar link and one for the bottom. But they're both 15s nonetheless. See if I can get that on there. Let me take the extension off. Here we go. Let's see what the problem is. There we go. Alright guys, we got the impact gun where we want it. Now we just need to adjust this and get this on here where we want it. Alright, let's give it a try. There we go. Now let's try to get all this out of here. Let's see. All right. All right, guys. We got the sway bar link out of there, but we did not get it out the normal way. We had to basically melt the sway bar link out because of this singular bolt right there not coming all the way out. So we had to melt it. This is what it looks like. We literally melted the bushings to make it easier to get it out just by lifting the sway bar up and letting this drop out like that. But yeah, this is not the correct way to take it out. This is the only way to get it out when you have a messed up nut and bolt that don't want to fully come out because they're just spinning because these are held in just by clips. So be wary of that. Some of them might mess up, and most likely we'll have to tighten this back up once we have pressure on the car. So once we have pressure on the car and this is bolted back up and this is in here, which we're going to need some more PB blaster to lube that up to get that in there. But this is how you do it. I'll be back to you guys once I get this in here, and we'll be putting on the new sway bar link. Alright guys, we got the new sway bar links here. So what I'm going to do is take it apart, and then I'm going to just slide everything through to where it goes, if that makes sense. So if I do this, put this right here. That's great. Put this here. Then this. Then if we can get this in here at the same time. Now we just gotta force this through without doing that. Well, that sucks. Alright guys, we got the new sway bar link in there. Now it's just time to lock it down. Make sure we got it on there tight.
Oh man, damn.
Alright guys, we got the sway bar link in there. It's just not tightened down at all. So we're gonna do that now. There we go. Sway bar link is tightened down. That's pretty much it. That's how you replace your sway bar links. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. One thing I should have did that I didn't do is disconnect the outer tie rod ends. That would have made my job way easier. I wouldn't have struggled as much. I tried to get the best clips I could for you guys. I know it's really hard for me and for you guys when I'm trying to get into a certain spot and the camera is right there. So sometimes when I can't get into a spot easily with the camera right there, I come back to you guys and show you guys what we've got done. But I really do appreciate you guys watching, subscribing. Let me know what I could have did better in this video. Let me know what you liked about the video in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But that's enough talking, man. Catch me in the next one. Peace.